back to Jake's Takeaway. I'm your host, Jake Pritchard. You may notice things are a little bit different. I'm going to try to do some shorter, more focused videos, but here's number one. So first off, an article's been circulating online from the New York Post that says, gay throuple hopes to be second in U.S. to officially be parents. Now, the first thing that concerns me is the word second. This has happened before, apparently. So let's take a look at the article. 3 men are attempting to become just the second throuple, hurts me to say the word, in the U.S. to officially be parents to a child. Ben Rodriguez, Mitch, and Benjamin Rollum are 3 partners who are looking to get all their names on their adopted daughter's birth certificate, a feat only done one other time in the U.S. Probably because it's super weird. Mitch and Ben, both 37, met in 2006 at an LGBTQ+ community program and were together 12 years, but always felt something missing from their monogamous relationship. I mean, considering that marriage, one of the fundamental benefits of marriage is to populate the earth, but I mean, that could very well be it. You kind of threw that out a while ago, though. We've always believed that to love one person alone was unrealistic, at least the way we saw it. That's like the first thing a sleazy player guy would say. Like, if a single straight guy would say that, he would be ridiculed up and down for being a player and for being, like, basically nasty and a predator to women. I mean, can you blame them? But apparently it's fine if you're in a gay throuple. We both felt like we just had so much love to give, and that if there were an opportunity ever to bring a third person to a relationship, we'd be completely open to that. Again, only a guy would think of this, I feel like. I mean, I'm sure even among the spectrum of gay, lesbian, trans, I feel like the ones introducing the third person are the men. And in this case, it's 2 men. So chances are pretty high, I guess, if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be 2 men. And if you have 2 men who feel like something's missing in their relationship, yeah. It did take the 2 lovers some time to figure out the logistics and have some difficult discussions about certain aspects of the potential throuple. We'd ask the tough questions about what would happen if, for example, Mitch had sex with the third person and I wasn't in the room, or vice versa. Yeah, some hard questions. This sort of thing happens with 3 people. Are you just going to, all 3 of you, sit around in the house just waiting for an opportunity for a 3-way sex? Like, are you just home all the time? Do you just expect them not to get aroused at any point in their life? You don't have to have this problem. The article goes on to say that they met the third person in a gay cruise, which I don't even think I have to say why that's weird. If we had a straight cruise, there'd be some serious heat. But if the people boarding the cruise is based entirely on your sexual desire, then I can imagine that there was one thing going on, and a lot of it going on this ship, and I don't even want to know about. The new guy, Benjamin, apparently was living in Canada and was in the early stages of a relationship with another man, but broke things off with his first boyfriend and started dating his now partners. He broke up with his first boyfriend ever to get with these 2 random strangers on a cruise ship. Some huge red flags here. It goes on. Benjamin, who hadn't told his relatives he was gay, was tasked with not only coming out to his family, but also letting them know he was in a polyamorous relationship with 2 men. How does that Thanksgiving dinner work? Drop, like, not only a bomb, but like a freaking nuclear bomb on the family. Hey, by the way, I'm gay, also with 2 other men. Yeah, process that. And this is my truth, so yeah, deal with it. The parents are just like, oh, didn't see that coming. And like, oh, didn't see that coming either. Or maybe they totally saw it coming. I don't know. Needless to say, when they went to adopt a child online, they couldn't get any takers. Here's a quote from the article. But because of the non-traditional relationship, the trio only had 3 mothers interested. Yeah, I don't think there's really a line of people just waiting, begging to give their child away to 3 sex-crazed gay people. Ben says he's thrilled to be a goal setter for people in similar situations as he is. So, like, the one other throuple. To know that I'm making a path for other relationships that look like mine feels good, the director of sales and education said. It reminds me of the early days when I was fighting for legal rights to get married to a man, or 2 lesbians to marry. Yeah, not the same. Not the same at all. In one case, you have people that are dedicated to one other person. In this case, you have two men who can't commit to just one person and want instant access to a gay sex party whenever they want. Very, very, very different. Tegan is going to love having 3 dads. Yeah? You gonna bet money on that? She's gonna love it. She will always have so much love. We would let them know love is love from a mother or a father. So why'd you call her them if apparently there's a difference between mother and father? And you've also been openly calling her daughter. Way to be confusing. This kid's gonna turn out great. It goes on to talk about how the logistics of how they delegate chores and crap, and it just like, it's all a convenience thing for you. The very last phrases, though, the last paragraph, last segment, is like the most telling, I feel like. It says, in our household, we are all divided equally. Benjamin does the dishes, I cook, Mitch vacuums and does laundry, Ben says. We can divide and conquer. We can get so much more accomplished without feeling exhausted. Like I said before, it's just convenience. If it's not a gay sex party whenever you want it, it's being able to divide the chores more. Also, that's kind of a gendered thing to do, right? I mean, isn't it called sexist when you're a male and female and you're like, you should do the dishes and cook? What, because I'm a woman? Apparently it doesn't matter when you're a gay throuple. Also, it makes me wonder, is that all the kid's going to be for you? It gets to age and you're just like, okay, here's your list of chores that you're going to do forever and I'll never do. The last line's hilarious. It says, as for Tegan's 3 sets of grandparents, they all accept their son's unconventional relationship, but take pride in their roles as grandparents. Yeah, they kind of have to, right? They have to say that, especially when there's articles being written about them. You didn't give them much choice. I mean, I'm glad they accept it. Hopefully they accept it and can, do their best to work through that. You're adults. You make your own dumb decisions, but yeah, they kind of have to. Fuel up! Speaking of parenting, Mother's Day is coming up, and apparently some corporations are offering the option to opt out of their Mother's Day promotional emails. So in an effort to save feelings, these companies are trying to give people the false idea that they can opt out of a holiday, as if they won't be berated with constant ads pretty much everywhere they go, unless you lock yourself in your house and don't access the internet and don't watch TV. You're going to see some Mother's Day advertisements, because any business would be dumb to miss out on this massive sales opportunity. If Olive Garden didn't capitalize on this, would they even survive? So apparently to avoid triggering mothers or would-be mothers or past mothers, they decide to give this option to opt out of emails completely, as if you can avoid the holiday forever. And my heart goes out to any mothers who have lost children in their lives, whether it be from natural causes, accidents, miscarriages. Yes, I do count you as a mother if you had a miscarriage. At conception, that's a baby. You're a mother. Be proud of that. But even the hardest, most brutal pain has to be confronted at some point. It's also good to remember long-lost pain as well. They say it makes you stronger, but you can also appreciate things more having gone through tragedy. So that's my unpopular take. Process the pain. You can't avoid it forever, and you'll be disappointed when the day comes and opting out of the emails didn't stop Mother's Day from coming. You'll be like the Grinch at the end of the movie. It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. So that's Jake's takeaway. Comment below if you like the new format. Let me know what's going on with that, and if you like the new format, the new short form, more focused. It's a little bit easier to put out, so I hope you like it. Let me know if you disagree with me about the Mother's Day emails as well. Maybe I'm being insensitive, but yeah, just let me know. In the meantime, I'm your host, Jake Critchard. This has been Jake's Takeaway. I'll see you next time.